Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me in part 3 of multi-page Angular application. In part 1, we created an MVC application, MVC website from MT.NET Core .NET 6 project. And in part 2, we added our first Angular app in MVC website and created a web component from Angular component. In this part, we will edit our second Angular app in MVC website and access it from a menu. This is a typical scenario for multi-page application, multi-page sites where you want your site to be accessible from the external, and the app should also be part of that website. So without further delay, let's jump into the code. I have cloned the repository, same repository that where we left last time. So let's run the application and see if it is the same application. I am opening it in the terminal. Here in the terminal, I need to run my Angular app. So ng serve is the command. I am running Visual Studio 2022. The latest one is the preview released, just released in the last week. So you will have the latest experience and with the latest tools. Uh, our Angular application is running. In the meanwhile, let's run our .NET project. Build has been started. So what we are going to achieve in this video is that we will add Angular second Angular application. We will add couple of components that would be sign in and sign up components. Then we integrate this app over MVC website. So there are some changes that we would need for running it in Visual Studio. So for that we would need to go into the welcome component, and as you know, lastly we will run it in .NET code, so we need to give this path, but in running in Visual Studio we don't need to give this www root path. And I have removed the www root, and you can see over this is the same application that we developed and completed in part 2. Okay, moving next, we will need to add our Angular apps. For that, I need to open the command prompt here. So here I am on the command prompt. Here I would need to add over new Angular app. So in order to do that, ngg app, and let's give it a name of child app. Yes, I would need routing. I would need CSS as a style sheet. Firstly, we will set up this Angular app, and then we will integrate it in our MVC website. So we have created our app. You guys can see a new folder of projects. Here in that we have child app. In source we have our app. Okay, let's move into the folder and create our components. So cd projects slash child at slash source. So here in the source, I would need to add a couple of components. So ngg generate the component of I would need to go into the apps folder. So cd app, and here ngg component of home. First, I would need a home component. Second, I would need ngg component of sign in. Thirdly, I would need ngg component of sign up. Okay, we have generated all of our components: home, sign in, and sign up. Let's run our application and see if it's running as per our requirements. You guys know we have run our Angular application on port 4200 in our terminal. Here you can see that. So now I am running the second Angular app, that child app that we recently generated. So in order to run that, we would need ng-ser dash dash project. We need to give it the name of child app, child child app. We would need to give a port of 4201, and let's serve this app. Okay, our app is running at port 4201. Let's see it in the browser. We can see default app has been generated. Let's clean up our app module folder. In apps components, this is the root application. I need to go into the child application and here in the app.html I need to clean it up and see. You can see that it's been updated. So let's add some navigation. To do that, let's go to W3 School and copy some left navigation. So I have the URL of W3 School. Let me access that for you guys so that we can save some time. This is the quick left navigation that I want to add. So I would just copy this. I would not need anything from the bottom. For the CSS part, I would need CSS from the same page. Copy this and we need to paste it in app component.css. We don't need this drop down section because we have already removed it in the HTML section as well. We would like to see, we see our left navigation is here, about services clients. So we would need this to home. This would be our sign up and this would be our sign in. Here we would need to add router link. That would be slash home. Similarly, we will need for sign up, that would be sign up. Similarly, we would need for sign in. So copy and paste it here. We don't need href anymore. We have added the router link. We would also need router outlet div. So I am just copying it. Let's copy it whole because it is same that I have already written there. So yes, we have added the router outlet and home and sign up and sign in router links. So next we would need to set up our routing in app.routing module. Here we would need to add routes. Let's I think I have copied it here, so let's paste it and let me explain it what we are doing in the routes section. uh, we would need a default empty to be redirected at home component. Here first would be our home component, and here we would need home component, and import has been done on the top. Similarly, secondly, we would need sign up, and here we will need sign up sign SING. Oh, I misspelled it. So ng sign up component. That's SIGN sign up component. Path would be sign up, and lastly it would be sign in SIGN in sign in. Similarly, we would need SIGN sign in component. Okay, I misspelled it, the sign up component, but it's okay. We will use the same one. Okay, let's review over route. If we use the SIGN sign up here properly. Okay, let's run, see what our application looks like now. Our home component, our sign up component, and our sign in component is working. There is a little bit more distance. There is the padding left is a little bit more. Let's make it 15 and see if it works fine. Yeah, it looks fine to me now. Okay, I would like to add sign up and sign in HTMLs. So let's get it from W3 School as well. So I would put that link in the description as well if you guys need, but you can just copy it from here. That's the sign in form that I need. So I am copying it from here. So here in the sign in dot html sign in component, I am going to add a div. Here I paste it. For the avatar, I would like to have the link from the W3 school. So let's copy it from there. And let's see how our sign in component is looking. Okay, so HTML has been copied. We would need its CSS as well. So let's copy it from here. Copied it, and we would need to paste it in the sign in CSS here, and see that okay, our avatar size is bigger than I anticipated, so let's make it a little bit smaller. Its width is 40%, make it 10, or let's say 12%, and see if, yeah, it looks fine to me. So our sign in is almost ready. Let's make a copy of it for sign up. In the sign up.css, I pasted the same CSS, and from HTML, I paste it here. I would make couple of changes here, like I would need two more fields for the first name and last name. for the sign up form, so it would be first name, F name. Similarly, there would be first name, F name. It would be last name, here fill name, and here last name, last. So here at the top, I would need a heading of H2 for sign up. This forget password section I won't need in sign up. Here I will need sign up. I don't need forget password section in sign up. So let's come back into sign in and update the heading to here. Sign in. Here it would be we would need a forget password section, but and this section, but here we will need sign in. So, okay, let's see. Our sign up and sign in page are also ready. Home page is also ready. Our Angular application is ready. So let's jump into the server side section and let's integrate it with our MVC website. I'm just closing it here in this section. First of all, I would need a controller for Angular app, MVC controller. So let's add that. Add a controller with the name. Let's say it's app controller. Okay. App controller has been added. Let's add it. It's a view. Add view. Razor view. With the index name, the default as we added already in our first video. Okay, our controller and view has been added. Here it's Angular app view. I'm removing the index heading as well. So next there are some changes we would need in master view, master layout, where we actually disabled this app section. So let's enable it. We would need to add ASP controller that we have created. That is app controller. We would need ASP dash action, that is index action that we are going to use. Next we would need to configure, because this is a Angular app and we would use it as a spa in our MVC website, so we would need to add it in our program.cs file. So let's to enable the spa we would need a NuGet package. So let's add the NuGet package. So right click, add NuGet package, manage NuGet packages. Here in the NuGet packages section, we need to search spa. We need a spa extension to be added in our MVC empty.NET Core project that we added. So this extension was not there because it was an MVC website. We created this project from empty.NET Core project. So let's add this extension, this NuGet package extension. I accept it. Okay. We have added the extension And let me bring in some code that we are going to use to enable the spa in our application. We would need to add child app, and here we would need to bring in system.io. For the path and directory section, here in the environment section we will need app.environment. Okay, what this code is doing, this code is just enabling the spa extension in our application. So this is the port where our second application, second Angular application is running. This is for the production use. This section in our development environment, this section would be used. Let me make these changes. For the future, for in our Docker application, we would need to use this section. Okay, we have enabled our spa on this path, child app. So we need to add this same path as a base path in our second child Angular application as well. So let's go into Angular apps in our child app, in our index.html path. Here as a base ref path, we need to add that path. Okay, we have added this path here. Next is the section where we need to load this application in iframe. So we need to add the iframe in our index.cshtml file that we added as a view of app controller. So let's go into app in our index. Here we would need an iframe. Let me bring in the iframe link quickly for you guys to save the time and explain it. So iframe is the same. It is the typical iframe with the Angular apps. This is the same path that we used in our program.cs, in our child app index.html path. This is the base ref path of our second Angular app. Rest is the simple CSS for width and height of the iframe. Let's run our application and see what we got. Okay, our app 1 is running, so let's go into the app 2 section. So here we have our sign up, sign in, and home app is running. There is okay. There are some changes that we need. We don't need this header in our app. So to do that, we would need to move this component into specific pages where we need it. Also, we need to set our home page, our sign up and sign in page settings a little. So let's go into that. Firstly, we would need this app dot welcome section in specific pages. I am removing it from master layout and putting it in specific pages. We would need it in about section, about page. We would need it in contact page. There is another way of doing it by adding another layout page, but in that case, we would need to replicate over navigation. So this is a comparatively a simple task. I am just removing it from the master layout and keeping it in a specific page so that our app page would not have this app welcome banner at the top. So let's see, everything is saved. Let's run our application. Okay, over home page do have banner, services has banner, about and contact has banner, but app doesn't have the banner. It has over Angular app loaded and running. So let's set this uh, navigation a bit. So to do that, I would need to go into our app component .html of our child app. So not the root apps. In the child app, in our app, in app component.html, here I would need to give 18%, and it's working fine. Okay, next the change that I want is to change the home component. I want that banner to be shown in the home component but not in the sign up and sign in form. The same banner that we imported as a web component in our MVC pages. So to do that, let's import our banner module from our root application into our child application. To do that, let's go into app module of the child application. Here in the import section, we will need to import our banner module. So banner module has been imported. Next, let's go into the home .html. We need to remove that, and here we would need to add app dash welcome, the same component that we imported in our MVC views. We will import this root level component into our child application and show in the home page. Let's refresh it and see if it's being showing here. Okay, it's shown, but it's sliding is not working because we haven't added Bootstrap in our child application. So let's add that. To do that, let's go into our master layout where we added that Bootstrap links. Copy this link. Let's go into the index.html of our child application. This is our child app, and here is the index.html. Here we would need to add this link, and we would also need to add this JS bundle at the bottom of this index.html. So let's update it and see if it's working. Okay, our slider is also working in home component. We have imported it from our root application. Lastly, I would like to make some correction on the width of the banner. So let's go for to do that, we need to go into the master layout, and we need to remove this container. Here container class from there and here as well, and see that if our pages has been updated to take the maximum width of the page. So home is updated, services is also updated, contact and our app has also been updated. This difference is coming from our app component. Let's make it to 17 or maybe 16% if that works for us. Yeah, it looks better now. So let's see, sign in up is also working, sign in is also working. Okay, that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching it. uh, in our next part we will dockerize this application, we will deploy this application in Docker. See you in the next video. Thank you, take care, have a good day.